Well, Tom Bevan, founder and president of Real Clear Politics, joins us now. Tom, welcome back. Always good to see you. Owen just reported on the lawmakers contesting the Electoral College Certification. What exactly does that mean, and what will it accomplish? Will it have any bearing on the outcome?
Well, I don't think it's going to have any bearing on the outcome, but what they will do, as Owen just reported, is these senators and House members, Republican House members, will object when a state comes up when they read the electoral tally, if it's Pennsylvania, Arizona, et cetera. And then it's a joint session of Congress, so both the House and the Senate will go to their respective chambers. They will have to debate for up to 2 hours, and then they will vote as to whether to uphold those challenges or not. It'll just take a simple majority to dispense with those challenges. So there doesn't seem to be, given how many Republicans in the Senate have already declared their intention not to support the challenges, it seems like those will be sort of ceremonial votes, if anything, symbolic. But again, they could do it repeatedly over the course of the next day. And as Josh Hawley said, he's not trying to overturn the election. He's just trying to raise concerns, voice concerns that his constituents are telling him. And so that's really, it's more, I wouldn't call it a PR stunt necessarily, but they're trying to raise the profile of these objections, but it won't ultimately affect the outcome.
Yeah, and the other big story, of course, is the Senate runoff races in Georgia. Let's talk about that. It seems that, both races are really in a dead heat. What are you seeing from the polling data that you're looking at?
So we had 2 final polls come out this morning, and one of them showed both races at a 49-49 tie. The other polling operation showed a 49-49 tie on one side and a 50-48 race on the other side. So in our Real Clear Politics averages, we have the Democrats leading by less than 1 percentage point each, so well within the margin of error. And given everything that we've seen from the early vote to what we're seeing on Election Day today, there's every reason to expect that these races are going to be razor thin, very tight, all the way through. And again, possibly even in recount territory. So we may not know the final outcome of this for a day or two. And even after that, we may be in line for a recount of one or both of these races.
Well, as you know, the president held a rally last night in Georgia for Republicans Kelly Loeffler and David Purdue, and there was a really large crowd and a lot of enthusiasm. But do you think that will actually translate into votes for the candidates themselves?
That's the $64,000 question. Obviously, 6 weeks ago, voters in Georgia turned out to vote for Donald Trump, although it's worth pointing out that David Purdue actually outran Donald Trump by just a few hundred votes. Can Donald Trump, does he still have coattails here? And especially as he's telling Republican voters in Georgia that, by the way, this election was stolen from me. It was fraudulent, the one that was completed a few weeks ago. And by the way, turn around and turn out tomorrow and cast your vote for these Republican candidates. So if even a few thousand Republicans think this election is going to be fraudulent, think the last one was fraudulent, and stay home, that could affect the outcome. So we'll have to wait and see.
And Tom, before I let you go, any final thoughts?
Well, obviously, Democrats, keep an eye on those Atlanta counties and the suburban counties around Atlanta. Obviously, Fulton's a big focus tonight, but Cobb and DeKalb. If Democrats are going to win these races, they need turnout there to be at where it was a few weeks ago. And obviously, for Republicans, it's in the northwest and southwest part of the state.
All right, we'll see how things shake out. Thanks so much for your time, Tom. Appreciate it. Tom Bevan, founder and president of Real Clear Politics. Thanks again.
You bet.